Oh, we're excited.
Okay.
You got your apron on?
I'm ready.
I got to tie up my apron.
Yeah, tie it up. Get it going.
These are vintage ceramic Christmas trees. Well, that trend is back, right? So we are going to show us, make it look cute.
Okay, my bad. All right, there we go.
We are learning how we can make our own. If you remember, I remember for me, it was my Aunt Argie who had one of these trees. Every Christmas she got it out. So we are making our own. Kristen Asher is here from the Creative Arts Studio in Royal Oak.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in.
It's my pleasure.
Oops.
And this is a place where you can go in Royal Oak and you can do all kinds of
do-it-yourself art. Yeah, pottery, painting, filming, mosaic art.
Okay.
We gotta focus.
So,
we gotta focus. No, you guys don't. Nothing. You
ignore these two for a minute, Kristen.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our trees made out of pottery here.
Yeah, it's a clay, earthenware clay.
No, go ahead.
And should we just start painting?
Yeah, you could just start painting.
All right.
So
look how giant my brush is. This is a
it's a big tree.
Okay.
You know,
a big tree needs a big brush.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And just
well, I'm gonna do different color.
you can do different colors.
Like the right color to
so
do.
this one here, it's the black luster glaze that actually fires green. So that's what the middle one, the 219.
Oh, look at that.
This one
with 3 coats. Yes. It's the magic of the kiln. We fire them to 2,000 degrees, and that one does fire into this green luster.
Which one's the pink one? Is it just the pink one here?
It's actually
this one?
that is more
Close
of a red. Yeah.
More of a red?
Oh, this is interesting.
I like this.
So this is red,
soothing.
like what's on the red.
It is, right?
Exactly.
Okay, tell us first of all, when did these things become in vogue again? These trees.
It's a great question. I think it's really the vintage, the trend in home decor that's been driving this renewed interest in these ceramic trees. These trees originally were very popular in the 60s and especially in the 70s.
Kristen, did people used to paint them like this? Or did they buy them at a store?
Years ago, I mean, back in the 60s and 70s, they were made at like a traditional shop where you would pour your molds, and it was a different process. These today, it's more for today's, do it yourself. You just come in and paint them, and we fire them. So
nobody can see that.
A little bit.
Wait till I turn it around.
A different process, but what happened is these pieces, I think, were passed down from generations and just really became these family heirlooms.
What
so they're very nostalgic pieces.
Isn't this a nice idea, guys?
I love it. I'm having such a good time.
It is.
Now, you do it as a class or the group of people?
You could do it as a class or a walk-in, both. I mean, we still are running classes. I mean, typically we've had this studio 20 years. We've did maybe 15 trees on average. We're up to 500 this year.
Are you kidding me?
It is.
500.
Yeah, I think it's just, people are just, it's a nostalgic piece at a nostalgic time of the year. But I think, I think people are once again want to create these heirloom pieces that they can enjoy in their family and pass down.
When you see that kind of demand now, I mean, what is that like for you?
It's
How
exciting,
cool is that?
it really is. The handmade pieces, I mean, as a mom or, just anytime a family member takes the time to make something by hand, there's special meaning there in those pieces.
Are you guys making the molds there?
We do have some of the molds, but
goodness.
in general, people come in and instead of pouring the molds and cleaning the pieces, they can come in and take a piece off the shelf that's already fired.
Yeah.
And then they can just decorate it,
Yeah.
Do you get a prize for finishing first? Because I'm killing them right now. I'm killing them.
By the way, how do you, so after we paint it, by the way, this looks like black paint, but Kristen tells us it's going to turn into this beautiful green color.
Yeah.
So what do you do after this? Do you provide the bulbs, or where do we get the little light bulbs?
So, the process after you're done painting, it goes in the kiln and it fires 2,000 degrees. So it's about a 24-hour process. And then once it comes out of the kiln, you can select the color of bulbs. And we actually didn't even glue these in, so you can change them out. So if you want to give your tree a little makeover, the following year, there's multicolor, the clear, the red,
and how do
the
they
light
kits.
There's a little light kit that we give to the artists when they're finished, and they can take them home.
What does this cost someone to participate?
It's a great question. They range in price from maybe $60 to $120.
Nice.
And that includes the piece and the glazing and firing. So while there are classes, a lot of people just walk in and the staff, will help them through.
And there you go. There's a couple classes in February even. So this is a project you could do now and then save it for next year to give it as a gift or to get it out and put it on display.
Look at this. I mean, I think.
Lee.
It's a masterpiece.
Well, poor Dina, you had to be. You were talking the whole time. We were just playing.
Yes.
That's usual. That's what usually happens anyway.
That's the MO of the show.
Right. Well, this is so therapeutic. I could just stand here and
do this. Yeah,
do this all day. But we got to go. It's
know what I'm doing
Creative
now, but-
Art Studio with or Studios with an S.
Yeah.
On the end. I want to get your website.
Oh,
right.
thank you.
CreativeArtStudios.com.
In downtown Royal Oak.
Downtown Royal Oak.
Good fun. Do kids do this too?
Kids and adults, all ages.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
That's nice. I
They
like
look
it.
terrific.
Next on the 9, we are talking about. Do you guys remember?